Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato, and this is Industry Giant 4.0. This is a Tycoon management style game where you have to automate production lines, set up logistics, transportation routes, the whole sort of thing. This game is supposedly coming out later this year. This is a preview build to the preview build, very, very early build of the game. So let's check out what we've got going on. So this is the world that we have right here. There is one singular town, which we are going to be making use of, and there's a whole bunch of sort of other sectors. Now, these sectors are nominally for one thing or another. This is the farm zone. You'll never guess what we're allowed to build here. But we've also got a heavy industrial zone, which is grand. Either way, we've got some objectives up in the top left-hand corner. Let's get rid of that, and let's get cracking. Down in the left-hand corner, we've got our cash. We've got some favor. If we click on that, it'll take us... Dodo versus Dawn Industries. Okay, I can't change the name, so I guess that's gonna be the name. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of sort of different bits and bobs over here. Don't need to worry about that. Market prices, policies, which are coming soon, global market loans, etc. Get rid of that, thank you. Okay, let's get started. So, construction first, agricultural farm. Let's do that. Every building has got a road/access point, and I'm gonna let that go. Okay, we don't really need to do the tutorial, but there are sort of like tutorial objectives and whatnot, which is quite handy. So this is our agricultural farm. Now, each and every production building, or every industry building has got a production tab, and this production tab is where things start getting cool and, I guess, automated. Because it's a farm, we have to place down some fields, 5 to be specific, and I think we'll place them right around the back over here. We can't build on zone borders, which does restrict us somewhat as to where we are able to build, but that's fine. That'll do just grand. Okay, once we place down those fields, we're able to add production of whatever it is we want to produce. And we can produce 4 different things here. Unpackaged fruit, unpackaged vegetables, wheat, or cotton. We're going to be going for unpackaged fruit, I think. And we can actually see that there is a growth cycle to produce 3,000 fruit. I believe that this is over the course of the year. We can also scale down and scale up the efficiency. For example, I mean, if we were to have it on 100, the production cost, or thereabouts, the production cost would be less, but the cost per unit would actually be more, and we'd obviously produce less than the 3,000 initially. So there we go. There's no ingredients into this process. It's literally just getting the fruit grown on the trees and in the ground. Now, we can also add additional production lines. Let's get the sort of basic fruit one set up first, and then let's look to that. Cancel that and save. Make sure that we are always saving as we go. Okay, that is set up. We now need to construct a grocery store, and you'll never guess where the grocery store needs to be constructed. That's right, it can only be constructed in a single plot, and that is over here. Now, where am I going to put the grocery store? And... where's it going to be? Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad place over here. Is there anywhere else that we could ideally put it? I mean, there? Potentially, but then that would require building a little bit of additional road. I think we'll slap it down over here. Ideally, sort of close enough to town that we're able to take in... maybe I just ditch... Yeah, you know what? Maybe I just ditch this stuff. Sure, let's ditch those 3, sure, and let's get that built. So this is going to be the grocery store for the town, and it is hopefully going to sell my unpackaged fruit and my unpackaged vegetables as soon as we get that up and running. Storage, station, we'll chat about those in just a sec. Again, please go away. Please go away. Right, so what do we need next? A truck depot. That is, in fact, what we are going to do. Let's get a truck depot. We'll build it next to the farm. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be here, but here's as good a place as any as far as I'm concerned. So we'll get that set up, and then we will set up a line, which is going to go, it's a road line, and is going to go between, well, first of all, we'll select the truck depot, fine, and it's going to go between the farm, and it's going to go between the grocery store over there. We are going to say, hey, pick up unpackaged fruit. 1,000 is grand. This is 1,000 per quarter. That is completely a-okay. And we will just let that sort of run, which is grand. However, we're not going to be able to transport our resources for a couple of reasons. And in fact, you can see the errors here. Depot does not contain any vehicles of required blah blah blah. Not enough vehicles available in depot. Yeah, that's fine. Also, there's another warning: production line 1 cannot start during a batch. Yeah, so that effectively means that until the start of the next, what is this? It's like half a season. Every batch, or everything is like half a season here. But either way, so spring, summer, winter. So until we get to the next season, we're not actually going to be producing any of the fruit, and our storage is going to remain, unfortunately, empty, which is a big shame. But we'll let that finish up, and we should start to see. We should start to see green there. That's what we like to see. All right. So again, because this is agriculture, we're not going to start to see anything until it's finished the quarter, or finished the month, I guess. It's not even a month. It's like, oh, maybe it is a month. Whatever it is. Either way, until it's finished that little blob, we're not going to be seeing any progress. Right, let's get some vehicles for our operation here. Buying vehicles, very, very simple. We just jump into this. We can say, hey, it's this depot. Type of vehicle, we've got 3 available. We'll do the Mack A20 semi-trailer, I think. I mean, it seems as good as any. Capacity of 160. Price per unit is a lot, but yeah, sure. It's got a nice and high top speed. So we'll select you. We will buy the required 6, and we will set the delivery time to 2 days. I don't know why 2 days is what the video game asks for, but there we go. All right, and just like that, we have completed the sort of like little rough tutorial. There are still some milestones that are going to be popping up in the top left-hand corner, but as you can see, our trucks are going to be making their way. Our trucks are going to be making their way to the farm, which is grand. I don't think there's going to be anything to pick up quite yet. Doesn't look like it, but that's fine. That's completely fine. Right. Before we construct a logging camp, why don't we look at adding an additional production line to the agricultural farm? What's it going to cost me? Construction cost 375, maintenance cost 10k, production lines +1, storage capacity plus 1,500. Sure, let's do it. And here we're going to do. Let's do. Yeah, okay, so we're still getting a whole bunch of errors, but that is just because we haven't had we haven't actually had any fruit produced yet, so that's fine. Right, let's get unpackaged vegetables. Boom, let's do it. Do I want to add an additional production line on top of that? Probably not. I think I'm just a little bit scared of progressing with even more vegetables. Oh, cancel. Save. There we go. That's what we'd like to see. Again, we're not going to see any production of vegetables until the next cycle. That's completely fine. And yeah, we should be starting to see some bits and bobs appearing in our storage facilities very, very soon indeed. Right, let's get ourselves a logging camp, and let's see where we need to build it, shall we? Right, industry, logging camp. Wow, we have to build it all the way over here. And there is a little bit of road. There is a little bit of road, but not much. This is full-on train tracks here. Very, very interesting. Okay, let's put this here then. Fine. Construct a sawmill. Oh my lordy. A sawmill's going to be. Oh, a sawmill has to be built over here. Right. And then there's 2 road outputs. Okay, well, we'll build that over there. We'll get a road over there like so, and then let's look at getting some railroad between the 2 different places. I don't think that this shouldn't be a challenging connection. 52,000. I think we'll do that, honestly. That is a little bit of tunnel, so that's probably a bit expensive, but frankly, I mean, this is a big heckin' mountain, so I'm not quite sure what else we should expect. No, it's got to be sensible to put the train depot like over here. Right. Hopefully this is far enough away. Hopefully this is far enough away that we should be able to link it up relatively easily. Yeah. There's no way that that's going to be an allowable connection. That's a full-on right angle. I'm not a train engineer, but that does not look... That does not look... I guess we'll see, right? I guess we'll... Okay, Yeah. Okay, no recipe selected. Yeah, I've gotten ahead of myself here. Right. Okay, I also need to update the line over here to move vegetables. But are we starting to see some fruit? We don't have any fruit, but that's probably because it's on trucks right now. No. No. Nothing? Nothing on any of these? Where's my fruit gone? It's all here. It's all fresh. Right, well, let's see it get picked up. Beautiful. Okay, at least we've got one lorry full of fresh fruit. That's grand. Right, let's update this line. Update this line to include unpackaged vegetables. Cool, 1,000 per quarter. That's grand. We'll save the changes, and that should be fine. It's not going to take effect, obviously, until next cycle, but that is fine. Production is looking grand. Okay, we're still getting all those bits and bobs out of there. Right, let's get the production line set up in the logging camp. Place a forest. There is already quite a lot of forest around here, but that's okay. Add production of wood. Beautiful. Do I want to add another production line? Probably not quite yet. Either way, that's looking good. Can't start during the batch. I don't quite understand why we can't immediately start foresting. But that's fine, because it gives us an opportunity to set up these trains and see if this insane connection actually works. Or if it just doesn't. Right, select train depot. Yep, stops. Select a stopper there and a stopper here. And we're going to move wood to there. There's still no way this works. There's still no way this works. Okay, brilliant. Let's go vehicles. Let's get a vehicle purchased. We will say that is the depot. What do we want? A big train or a small train? I feel like a small train is required. A big train maybe from like here onwards, but for now a small train is completely fine. One single train? Yeah, delivery days, 10 days. We can absolutely endure that. Also, who are the civil designers, engineers that are doing this construction? What a needless total waste of time, effort, resources, money. Look at the fact we got 2 bridges. We could just have 1 bridge across here. There's literally nothing of value over here. Well, I suppose it is a light industry zone, but there's another light industry zone here. But this is the only forest zone. I have no idea. Whoever's in charge of government spending in this region needs to be out of a job, and needs to be out of a job pretty darn quick as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, that's by the by. I think we should try and get a connection via rail. That would be pretty darn cool. I only have 16 million left in the bank, if you can believe that. I'm also going to get a... Where is it? Construction, shops, hardware shop, small. Yep, let's get that maybe... I don't think there's any cost. I don't think there's any cost for demolishing these houses. Either way, I will do that like so. Right, a food processing plant. What the heck is a food processing plant? It's heavy industrial. And it's going to cost me 5 million. Well, let's slam it down right about here, I guess. Sure. That's pretty good. You built all the available buildings on this map. Now, make sure to supply Ruddlefing. Click on the town icon to see the town progress. Sure. Okay. We can do that. Grow a city. So we're at 75 out of 100 at the moment. Nice. We can do better than that. Have any of our groceries been delivered yet? No, we're still waiting on... I think this might actually be our first... Yeah, our first delivery here. Either way, that's coming. Hardware store small. We've got it. Oh yeah, let's go back and check on our forest. How's this coming along? Right, we are producing. We're not producing very much. Let's go into fast forward mode so that we can see some stuff happening here. Right, train depot. The train has arrived. Brilliant. Let's get. I mean, we shouldn't need to change. We shouldn't need to get the train onto the line. It should just sort of automatically work. Estimated require vehicles 2? Really? So it's estimating, and it knows that it is connected up to a line, but there's no train that's been dispatched yet. Again, I am going to be very, very surprised. I'm going to be very surprised if this connection is allowed to actually happen. But I guess we will wait and see. Oh, we got 375 there. We got 375 wood. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I don't want to sell the vehicle. Reserved for line 1. Okay. Let's see you go. Logging camp 1 cannot be reached. That's exactly what I thought. Okay, let's change this. Let's change it up. Let's get rid of this let's get rid of this connection. Maybe in future video game it would be a good idea to make awful weird connections like that actually not work. There we go. Okay, that looks... I mean, that is a very, very sharp turn. But that's fine. That's fine. Now, we might need to... We might need to move things around here. Will that allow you to work? No, no... No, it doesn't. That doesn't really. That does not really. Okay. Food processing plant. Oh yeah, we haven't finished the food processing plant yet. Okay. Discard, discard, discard. Let's pause and actually fix this situation properly. I don't know what it is that makes you uncomfortable with doing this journey, but I will fix this. I will fix this. Okay. There we go. That might be a monstrosity, but it's my monstrosity. Okay, are you going to work now? That does look like it is legitimately connected up. So as far as I'm concerned, it should work. No products are scheduled for delivery. Logging camp 1 cannot be reached. Yeah, okay. Ditch this. Stops there. Brilliant. Let's set 1,000 per quarter. Good. Save changes. Are we good to go? I think we are good to go. The train needs to be connected up in a very specific way, but that's fine. Right. Sawmill has no recipe selected. Yep, we'll get this sorted out over here. What do we want? Wooden planks, wooden shavings, carton. What can we sell at the hardware store? Wood shavings. That's it? That's literally it? Okay, well, I guess production line 1 is going to be wood shavings. Okay, let's go. We don't actually need any sort of other stuff here, which is grand. Whoops, save. Perfect. Yeah, we don't need any other stuff. It's fine as is. Not enough vehicles in the depot. How are we doing? We're not quite moving enough resources, but that's fine. We can deal with that. Food processing plant. Yep, we'll get that sorted. Rail, we are sorted. Both of these things should be fixed in just a second. And there's a warning on the sawmill, which is about to be resolved as well. Okay, now we are talking. I'm assuming that the trains are going to be able to turn around. Like, pretty darn quick. Just on a dime. I guess we'll see. Okay, are you loading up? There we go. We're loaded up, and we are heading to the sawmill. Brilliant. Love to see it. Okay. I do still need to get resources from here down into the hardware store, and I would love to do that. I'd love to do it by rail as well. And to be honest, I'd love to incorporate this food processing plant. Let's have a little look. What does the food processing plant require? It requires something. Wheat products, packaged fruit, packaged vegetables. I think I like the idea of wheat products because that's a little bit challenging for us to set up, right? So let's do that. Oh, cancel. Save changes. Yep. So you need... What did we need? We needed the carton. Yeah, okay. We need the carton, and the carton is going to come from this production line. We're going to upgrade this. We're going to add carton production, which is going to be wood planks, which means that we need wood plank production line, and then we need to buy another one, and we can set up a carton production line. That's fine enough. So no recipe selected. I mean, there is a recipe selected, right? Hopefully, this will be able to work sort of internally. I guess we'll wait and see. Can't start during the same batch. That's all right. Missing products of wood. It's about to be fixed. Don't you worry, video game. Amazing. Production can't start during a batch. Okay, well, if it doesn't start, that's not necessarily the end of the world. That's okay. Yeah, do we need to get another train? Estimated required vehicles. Yeah, I'm going to get myself another train. It might be a bit pricey, but, I mean, I can always take out an atrociously large number of loans. That is very, very easy to do. Don't tempt me with a good time. Right. One train. Another 4-banger. That's fine. You know, we don't need to go overboard. 10 days? We do get a pretty decent discount, don't we, for letting it sort of run. Let's say 25 days. There's actually no real... There's no real issue here. What's this? What's your problem, mate? Can you not get where you need to go? No path to logging camp. I mean... There is a very, very clear path to the logging camp. Do you need... Where'd the train go? Where'd the train go? Has it disappeared? What? Where's the train? I'm not completely convinced that trains are not totally broken. I'll create a okay, rail does not work. I'll create a loop around. There we go. Look at that. Okay. There we go. I've created a route. It's a circular route. I'm not sure what's happened to... I'm not sure what's happened to train 1. It's returned to depot. Train 1 has just disappeared. It's disappeared off the face of the planet. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it, and I'm going to order a brand new vehicle. There we go. We've got one that's already coming. That's fine. Order another one. Great. Thank you very much. 10 days. Fine. Yep. Let's go. Sign the deal for another one. They should both arrive at, like, roughly the same time. Okay, that doesn't distract from the fact that we still need to get something from here. Or we need to get something from here to here. Let's set up another line. Okay. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I probably want to get... I mean, I want to know, can I offload stuff at the depot? I don't know if I can. I mean, I can offload stuff at... I don't think I can transport my resources from here down to the hardware store over here. I think we're going to have to just do it with truck lines, which feels very unenvironmentally friendly, but we're going to do it anyway, I suppose. Right, so we're going to go from here to here, and we're going to go for the shavings. Yeah, wood shavings, 1,000 a quarter. That's fine. That's the easy one. We can get that set up in just a sec. And then we're going to do another line, which is also this depot, because I only have one depot. Here to here. And that's going to be cartons. Yep. Okay. Then we need to get an additional production line on this bad boy. 5 additional fields, which are going to work in winter. Don't ask me how. That's fine. Save. Then we're going to get another line, which is going to do from this depot here to here. Wheat. Yep. Save. And then we're going to do one last line from here to here of bread. Is that everything that I need? I think that legitimately might be everything that I need. Packaged fruit, packaged vegetables, or wheat products. Oh yeah, I tell you what, there's nothing stopping me from getting... It's going to cost me a heck of a lot of money to do, but let's get packaged fruit and let's get packaged vegetables. Save here. And then I'll update line 1. Line 1 road, that is. And instead of going to groceries small, we'll go groceries here. 1,000 a quarter. 1,000 per quarter. Unload, unload. Save changes. And then we'll also update the bread line. Yep. Update the bread line to go... to take packaged fruit and packaged vegetables, right? I think that's everything. So all we need to do, estimated required vehicles, 50. That's all we need to do, is we just need to get 50 vehicles. Let's see if we can do that. All right, here, type, maybe the cheap ones. Maybe the cheap ones. How many vehicles is 50 gonna do? 1.6 million. That's actually not too bad. Let's see if we can sort of price it up a little bit. Delivery time? We get some pretty hefty discounts. Okay, we'll do that. That sounds good. You know, 26 days for that many seems pretty okay to me. Have our trains arrived yet? I'm really not sure if they have. Line 1 rail? What's the issue with Line 1 rail? Logging Camp 1 cannot be reached. Beg to differ, he says, as a train is coming in right now. Okay, good. Okay, at least the trains seem to be working. There are a lot of issues, but I feel like a lot of them are to do with the fact that we don't have enough vehicles and the processing plants are kind of broken. Okay. That train seems stuck. Again. I don't think I'm missing something here. I think this should be working, and the train has just disappeared again. I don't know. I don't know what the issue is here. Let's maybe sort of like add everything in together. Like add all the inputs together, add all the outputs together. Right. There's now like multiple different ways to come through here. Maybe let's just ditch this tunnel. Let's ditch this tunnel. And then let's bring... Just gonna come this way, this way. Okay, now you're really unhappy with me, video game. Right. Okay. This does not look This does not look as magic as it should feel. Curve is too sharp. That's completely allowed. There's some very dangerous track situation going on here. Let me see if I can clean this up. I think the track designer needs quite a lot of work before release. That does look kind of cool, though, to be fair. Okay. That's got to work. That's got to work. If I have a train still spare, not sort of... not gobbled up by the ether, then that's fine. Let's put the frequency of this up a little bit, shall we? Let's say 5,000 per quarter. There we go. Save changes. That'll dispatch another train. Beautiful. Next vehicle, train 3. Good. Okay, that seems to work. Things seem to be working. If I can cut down the number of errors, this is great. So there's no excuse. The trains have got 2 ways to go here. And there's a second train. Oh, hallelujah. This is great. It's still stuck. It's still stuck. It's just stuck itself. Well, you know what? There's not much I can do about that. I literally don't think... Can I even connect this up via road? I can connect it up via road. Okay, we're gonna do our log transport via road as well. There we go. Well, truth be told, maybe it does actually work. Maybe it is working. It is actually moving the resources to where they need to go. And we're collecting our stuff. Oh, our brand new trucks have just arrived. Brilliant. This is looking great. Right, maybe we're not gonna... Maybe the train's just bugging out over here, not being able to return, respawning in the depot, and then coming back. Maybe that's just how we're gonna live from now on. That's fine with me. That's okay. We'll deal with that. Alright, how's this looking? Missing product, carton. We should sort this. And I tell you what, we are now very, very much in debt. Let's have a little look. We can take out a massive loan. It's always at 12% interest. So sure, we'll sign an 11 million loan. And we're also going to maybe do a bit of infrastructure that should have been provided by the government. Get a large road. Yeah, right over here. No, I don't want to build a bridge. Just a regular bit of road here. How much is that going to cost me? Only 180k, 190k. 210k to get over here. Let's do it. It's a big bridge, but I mean, it's no more ridiculous than those 2 bridges. So let's not pretend that that's not a much better way of going about doing things. Right, no town zone. That's okay. This is fine. Right, things are actually all working, believe it or not. Truck 9 was unable to load packaged food. That's because it hasn't been built yet, I presume. We're storing a lot of vegetables. This is good. Are we selling packaged vegetables? I sure as heck hope so. Let's have a little look. Sales. Unpackaged fruit. We're actually selling some wheat products as well. Nice. This is looking good. This is looking good. We got packaged fruit right here. In fact, this is such a busy area that we're... Let's ignore that. This is such a busy area that this is actually starting to look pretty darn decent. I'm maybe not overly keen on the entire approach to town being consumed with, like, lorries and stuff, but... Storage overloaded? That's a shame. So that's costing me. Because our storage is overloaded, it's costing me money. Do I want to... Let's get ourselves an additional somewhere to dump. Right over here? Sure. I thought it was only going to demolish a single house, but that's fine. And then we'll update our road over here. Hardware store small, other hardware store, we'll say minus 500, and then the other hardware store can do the other 500. That's fine with me. And that's per quarter, mind you, not for this specific delivery. And actually, I tell you what, we can do the exact same with groceries. It does feel a little bit bad to be kind of like deleting half your customers every time you place a brand new store. But I guess that's just how we roll. Right, so here, add an additional store. We'll take this down to 500. 500 and 500. Sure. It would be a bit nicer if I could, yeah, we're overloaded right here and right here. It would be a bit nicer if we didn't have to have this sort of tailback, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Yeah, we are overloading our storage a lot, and it's costing me, apparently, which I feel very, very unfair. Very, very, very unfair. Right, I don't think there's any other buildings that we can get. Production cannot start during the batch. Production of what? This. We've got unpackaged vegetables. Great. Missing product carton. Ah, do we need more of them? Is that the issue? Are we just not producing them over here? We totally are producing them. Are we not moving them? Line 3, pick them up from the sawmill, take them across. Yeah, we totally are. Okay, I guess we just hadn't moved the right ones around enough. Or our storage is overflowing, maybe? No, our storage is fine. And we've got cartons now. Who knows? Not quite sure what the issue is here, but it's all looking pretty darn good, I must say. From a bit of a rocky start, we've come back from the brink. We've got breads, we've got packaged fruits, we've got wood shavings. I have no idea why wood shavings are the only thing that's being sold at a hardware store. But that's nice. Town production of 83. Town supply level is at 24%. I really struggle to believe that only 24% of the town is actually being supplied. I feel like a lot more of the town should be supplied. Let's see if we can try. Sure, let's try and build another grocery store then, I guess. Can't build in the non-grocery zone over here. I mean, here maybe? And then another hardware store over here? Sure. We'll update this bad boy. Add another... It's a hardware store. Is that the grocery? Grocery, sure. Let's do minus 300. 300, 300, 300, 300, 300, and then that leaves 400 at the end. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then shavings, wood shavings. Add on. Is it this hardware store? Hey, congratulations. The required goods were sold. Excellent. Let's do 300. 300. Grand. Okay, we haven't actually grown the city. Presumably because we've destroyed so many houses. We must have destroyed so many houses over the course of building all of these grocery stores. We actually, I think we've got more trucks waiting to get into this city than we do actually have people that live here. Right, we're apparently hungry for cartons. Says we've got 160. Apparently, it's just not working. We need to have all of the production pieces sort of ready before we go. I mean, let's increase our production. Wood, yeah. Not enough currency. That's okay. I can just cancel. We can take out another loan. Don't worry about it. We can take out another loan. Right, sign loans, offers 18. 18, sure, that sounds good. Right, buy. The lead time on some of this production is absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Right, get that all saved. Brilliant. And the train line, yep, let's get the atrocious train line, which just will not work for whatever reason. Let's get that bumped up to like 15,000 per quarter. Obviously, it's going to estimate a crazy number of vehicles actually required. Yeah, estimated required vehicles, 19. I don't think that we need 19. I think that we just need what we have at the moment. We just need to, you know, we just need to run it as is. That should improve the carton situation. I don't know if it's going to mean that we're actually able to make any more money. We are still overloading slightly over here and over here, but that's fine. Overload cost is extensive. Maybe we should lower prices. Maybe the person that's running this grocery store should lower prices, because frankly, that would certainly help. That would certainly help drive some people into the town. All right, how are we looking? Got loads and loads of planks. Not anywhere near enough cartons. Because the cartons just aren't consuming. They're just not consuming all of the resources required. So what we could probably do is we could probably produce like another sawmill and then move the resources by train, if the train decides to work, or just move them by truck. Either way, I think my problems are stemming from the fact that we've destroyed so many houses. There's definitely a little bit of a bounce back here, but I don't think there's much money in what I'm doing. Let's see. Operating costs, 1.2 million. Sales at hardware stores and at electronic stores are not much. 740,000. The loans have given me a lot of money. This is for the entirety of the year. Have I ever made money? No. Am I ever likely to make money? Almost certainly probably not. What's my interest? 1.4 million? Well, given that I can only sell to one single town, and this town is saturated with hardware stores and grocery stores, and trucks for that matter, I'm not completely sure that we are going to be, I mean, even in a quarter, am I likely to be making, I mean, operating costs for agriculture is insane. Like, it's just fruit and vegetables and wheat, to be fair. Yeah, lots and lots of... Oh, yeah, some vegetables spoiling here. Not a good vibe. Not a good vibe. But yeah, it's probably stemming from the fact that we just don't have enough cartons. Oh, well, what can you do? Yeah, things are looking okay, apart from the $3.2 million dollar black hole. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. But anyway, before we completely ruin things financially, we're gonna wrap things up. Yeah, the rail design system clearly needs a little bit of tweaking before release, because this is just not how it's supposed to work. A sort of unidentified error happening every time a train arrives at the sawmill over there. But the rest of it, I'm digging it. I'm really excited to see what other production chains are in play. There's obviously just a couple for now. The town growth mechanics, I hope that gets tweaked so that we, you know, don't have to have 3 hardware stores in town. But you know what? A nice little concept. Nice little game. Industry Giant 4.0. Check it out. There's a demo that is coming soon, I think. So stay tuned for that. But for now, and from me, my name, of course, has been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.